Hey Pisces, you beautiful creatures. Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot for your February mid-month reading on love and career. I also kind of put the whole category of money on, mesh it together with the career one. So anyway, if you've never been to my channel before, you're so welcome here. I really appreciate you stopping by. This is basically a channel I've created to just do my best to put some light into the world. You know, we all have that opportunity every day when we wake up. I mean, it's so crazy. Look at social media is kind of like little portals. It's amazing. I mean, I'm a little older than some of you guys, a little younger than others, but I remember life with no internet and telephones that were connected to the wall. So it's still like, you know, I take things for granted, and then it sometimes hits me like, wow, we have these little portals. We can connect to everybody, and you can put sunlight out there or you can put shade, and it's up to you every day, right? Pisces, you're so wise. I know you totally get that. All right, so gotta catch my breath. Oh, I got a little passionate there. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna start with career, okay? So let's just see what messages come out. Mid-month, February for Pisces. We take only the cards that choose us. It's all about flow. We don't try to force anything. All right. So out we have Ten of Swords and the Queen of Rods. Two interesting energies. So something's coming to an end career-wise, money-wise. It could be that you haven't been reaping the rewards on this for a while, but putting a lot of effort into it. Perhaps there's all sorts of dynamics that will be going on, but whatever it is, it's an ending. But then you're coming out with very different energy. You're coming out kind of on top. Queen of Rods energy. This is like, and it's not associated to gender at all, but it's like very confident, looking good, getting people's attention. It's kind of an extroverted energy. It's fiery. It's determined. Let's unpack this further. So career and money for Pisces, mid-month, February. I'm just flying out. Cards want to talk, and they're hitting me in the face. All right. All right, so we have out quite a few. We've got Page of Pentacles, and the pages are a youthful energy. They're kind of in a career and a money reading. They're kind of talking about beginnings, okay? So give me one moment. We have the Chariot card, Triumph, Ten of Cups, very happy card. King of Rods. So now we have both of them. There may be a partnership here, and it'd be something very new. Might be starting a company, might be starting, there's, you know, you have the Hierophant here, which rules over belief systems, structures around beliefs, institutions. It could be a religious spiritual card, but if it were religious, it would be talking about the structure, like religion around faith, for instance. So just to clarify, I don't think it's a religious reading. So something doesn't work out the way you thought. It comes to an end, and it could be an abrupt end. It might be a little rattling, but I feel like your energy here is not rattled. Your energy comes out like a boss, like a visionary, and you seem to not be alone in it. There could be a business partner. If they are an employer, then they see eye to eye. It's like they see you as an equal. But either way, this is something that is new. Page of Pentacles talks about having to research, kind of a learning curve, but doing this very quickly. All of this happens very quickly. And the Chariot card is not only a quick card, but it's a very successful card. It's like the black and the white horse. They represent the good and bad, the yin and the yang, or the opposites attract type of dynamic in a situation. Like, regardless of any potholes in the road, these horses are going to fly right over them. It's ruled by Gemini energy, which is that duality, you know? But there's this, you're going to be really happy, I think, because there's a stability. This you can get behind, you can get around. There's a solid business plan. There's a solid approach. It's not, I want to say effervescent. That's not the right word, but it's tangible, and it's but it's very, very new. All right, that's really interesting. So any advice on career and money for Pisces mid-February? This is not the deck I wanted. This is my magic deck. Felt really great when I shuffled this. Just once in a while, you reach for a deck and right away, it's more than once in a while, but you always pay attention to it if your fingers tingle and stuff. Okay, I digress. Okay, so advice for Pisces, make sure they're upright. If they fly in reverse, then we read them that way. Advice for Pisces, Queen of Pentacles. Advice for Pisces, anything else? Thank y'all. The cards are really flying out for you. We've got the Moon card. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the wonderful leaving rough waters, going into smooth waters with the Six of Swords. So be willing to collaborate. This is your advice from Tarot regarding your career and your money for this month. Being willing to collaborate, being willing to consider what are you not considering. So that requires sometimes some quiet time. Anything that you need to rest up, heal, get yourself revitalized, re-inspired, any of that you time, that'll be really important. It might be tempting to overspend a little bit, just if you're going out for business meetings or any kind of efforts to collaborate and invest further into collaborations. I think you'll keep a good head on your shoulders as far as that goes, but it's just being willing to kind of keep some of your energy in. Don't give it all away right away. Don't focus too much on, taking good care of everybody else besides yourself. But because the Queen of Pentacles comes out with a Four of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy. And they're kind of the energy of the mother, of how we identify the single mother, right? They'll do whatever, we identify that single mother as doing anything that they have to, working really hard and then going and, providing for their children and, putting the clothes on, being able to afford to buy them their clothes and then cooking the dinner and da-da-da-da. So I just mentioned that because it's kind of an all-encompassing, and of course that's somewhat of a stereotype, but I think a pretty accurate stereotype. So anyway, that's sometimes how people connect the Queen of Pentacles. But either way, it's coming out with the Four of Pentacles, which means just like this gentleman holding all his coins to himself. So don't be so over nurturing. You might be enthusiastic about this. You have the vision. You're like on course with the other people or person that you're working with, this King of Rods. You guys share the same vision. You might feel untied by something that previously was holding you back. And in that enthusiasm, just remember to keep some of that energy for yourself. Regarding a decision you feel that you might need to make, I would say getting advice and connecting, just communicating with the people you're collaborating with. So you're all doing different things, right? But the Three of Pentacles is sharing the same goal with others. This could be being commissioned to do a job like the gentleman in this picture. Or this could be having, working with consultations and clients, working with people. So basically being transparent is going to help you, and just connecting and communicating is going to help you make a decision that might be otherwise a little bit hard to navigate. And the reason it'd be hard to navigate is because there's like something you're a little bit worried or scared about with it. I know that's vague. Let me, there's a lot of work you've put into this, and sometimes we can get jaded. That's what I was asking for clarity on. What's that hesitation to make this decision, right? The Two of Swords feels blindfolded, a little confused, a little cloudy. Which way to go? What should I do with this? Well, and the reason you might feel a little cloudy in that situation is because you've actually poured so much of yourself in the past, getting to this point. You've invested in yourself, and it can kind of make you biased. You worry that it makes you biased, or you might not be able to quite see clearly. So that's where these people come in. Whoever this is, you're collaborating with, you're being commissioned by, you're working beside. Just being transparent and communicating is going to help you. All right. I hope that was helpful. If it wasn't, and you're like, I feel completely confused, just throw it out. If it doesn't resonate, you'll know. Give it a shuffle. Let's collect these cards, and then let's get some love advice. I always say the best for last. Pisces love to be in love. I'm a Pisces. We love to be in love. Okay. Pisces, romance, mid-February. Right away we have one, and it's Temperance. There's a transformation happening here. The thing with Temperance is it's the alchemy card. And that's why it's depicted by this angel pouring water into another cup. It's like the water into wine sort of analogy there. And so there's almost a sense of a miracle happening here, but it requires patience, and that's a big thing to remember with Temperance, is that it is like a chrysalis that's happening. Yeah, and in transformation, patience is required. So in love, mid-February for Pisces. Mid-February for Pisces, what advice? Messages. Beautiful. Wow, you have major arcana everywhere. Okay. I didn't want to get ahead of myself. We have Page of Cups, clarity on the Seven of Swords. Clarity on the Seven of Swords, please. Okay, flipping but not flying. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Okay. So far in this reading, we have the Temperance card. We have Page of Cups, which is this miracle, playful love energy. This is a really zhuzhy to get in a romance reading. And then we have the Tower card. So this could be a move that's happening for some of you guys. This could be some, like, just out of nowhere, just love comes out and bites you in the ass, like in a good way. It surprises you. This could be suddenly really like getting a quick, like a crush on somebody. And then we have the Star card. And the Star card is really beautiful. It's Aquarian energy. This is the kind of the heavens looking down upon you, answering your prayers. So in the middle of all this, though, we have something really interesting. We've got kind of somebody is, what is the word? It starts with a D. Seven of Swords. It is, what is the word? Bear with me, you guys. Basically, the wool being pulled over one's eyes. So it's either happening to you or happening to somebody else, you doing it to somebody else, but I don't think that's the case. I think there's something with somebody you're very familiar with. Kind of, I feel like disillusionment or comes out. You're going to be leaving it. You're going to be leaving this. There's a sense of being stuck or beholden to someone. And I think you're going to be leaving it. It's going to be very clear. All right, so with a new deck, let's get some clarity on this. Page of Cups. High Priestess. So you are being led to this wonderful energy, this blossoming of playful, exciting, Page of Cups is kind of a miracle card. It's one of those, like, where you least expect it, there you find it. So I would be aware. Yeah, they're all flying out in reverse. So I would be aware that this is part of the transformation. I feel that for a lot of you guys, something is going to be coming out to kind of rattle you up and get very exciting. And I think in that moment, some of you guys won't be listening to friends. Some of you guys won't be concerned too much about touching down on your intuition, to question it. I feel like that first impulse is going to feel like the natural and the right thing to do. I feel like some of you guys are going to be going against the advice of some friends. The Tower card. We're on a ride together, you guys. We have the Eight of Swords coming out again with the Tower. Something's going to happen, I think, quickly that you don't really expect. It might be a little disappointing. What's that Five of Cups? Judgment. Wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. How dynamic. So something, whatever this thing that happens quickly and suddenly, the Tower card is something that you couldn't control under any circumstances. It might disappoint others, but it's life-changing and it's healing in the end for you. It happens quickly. There's a sense of getting unstuck. Like there is a need to get unstuck with the Eight of Swords for the second time. And it might disappoint you at the same time as resurrect you. The Judgment card is a resurrection card. You know, it's like, that's why it's a creepy card. I'll say, you know, like if you look at the picture, as these people that are rising out of their graves, but it's beautiful. And they're reaching up towards the sky. And we've got this thing going on with the heavens, the angels. I'm wondering what you've been praying for lately. You know, or if you've been specifically praying for love, you know, freedom in love. Whatever it is, it gets you unstuck. It feels like it happens quickly. And I think that there's some healing around some disappointment. So this could be shared disappointment with another if you've got to leave a relationship. That's something that you know for yourself and you're feeling inside yourself. You know, I'm not going to tell you that, right? Or if that is like to move forward, you had to take a step backward, or if that's, you have to literally move to cities. But generally speaking, it's this thing that there are components of this situation that occurs that you have no control over. So you can rest assured that you are doing your best to react with it. It seems that there is a sense of leaving choppy and confused waters and going into smooth waters. But it's like a ripping off of the Band-Aid first. Interesting. So how about this Star card, this beautiful Star card? Strength. The Emperor getting all the major arcana. Something really big in love and romance is about to happen. This is like boss energy. I think you're going to be very much feeling back in control of your love life. This is what it feels like. What you're now investing in, sure, there were some changes. There's some things that needed to happen, some things that needed to become clear, maybe something you had to leave behind, somebody possibly, or something. But now what you're going to be investing in, you can see long-term. And that feels good. It feels like the Emperor. It feels like you're in charge of your life. You feel strong again. And the recent past experiences, they were a gift. All this is in clarity to the Star card. They were a gift. Because they made you stronger. But stronger not by putting somebody else first. Pisces never have a problem doing that. In fact, it's the hardest thing in the world sometimes for a Pisces to put themselves first. So I think this is an opportunity to do that. I'd like to we're going to put these back in the deck. I'm going to get a fresh deck. I'm going to use the same deck, but I'm going to give it a shuffle. So it might as well be new. We're going to ask for advice. We're Remember, the first card that flew out is Temperance. This is transformation. I feel very strongly that this Page of Cups, that magical, tinkly, awesome, out of nowhere energy that comes out, it's the catalyst for getting this going, this transformation. It's just part of the transformation. Advice for Pisces. Love, mid-February. Brand new adventures, options. The Lovers card is the first one that popped out. So this is wiping the slate clean. With the Fool card, this is brand new energy. I feel that you have a catalyst. This is something that feels really exciting and fresh in mid-February, and it's basically kind of there to get you out of a situation and to deal with a situation that needs to change in love. And all of a sudden, you've got all these options. Now, be aware, not all that glitters is gold. So for some of you guys who might be online dating or just considering all sorts of things, just remember that like things can look really great from a distance. So just be discerning. More advice. This looks beautiful. Coming out that way. I'm not doing that. Oh, Lord. Empress. Ace of Wands. Okay, so, I mean, I feel like you're very desirable. I think you're looking really good with the Empress. The Empress is like the Marilyn Monroe, sexy, you know, Marlon Brando card of the deck. And Ace of Wands is that lust, is an offer, is somebody coming out at you. And Page of Cups, I gotta say, Page of Cups felt kind of like that almost one night stand energy, like that crushing hard on somebody new. But remember that they are part of this story. They are part of this transformation. They're the catalyst for change. So anyway, you're looking really good. And advice from tarot is like, you know, take your time. Be okay with being withholding of your energy. Make sure you take your quiet time. Make sure you can step away. Otherwise, you're going to get overworked. You're going to get kind of burnt out. And people can get burnt out with even the prospect of love. You know, I mean, look at, if you've ever online dated, you know, the swiping and the swiping and the swiping, you know, just to make sure that you protect your enchantment with it all and don't get disenchanted and jaded, because I think you're going to be very popular. And I think that, yeah, but it's saying, say yes, you know, like, at least the tarot is saying there's all these fun things to look forward to. This new adventure with the Fool. You know, the Fool card is the very beginning of tarot. Tarot is actually the story of a journey, the Fool's journey, and it starts with the Fool card. And this is like starting over with a clean slate. That's really exciting. So thank you so much for joining me. Toss it if it doesn't resonate, but if you've lasted this long in the video, I'm guessing it does. Reach out if you'd like a reading. I do it by donation only, and I do have a list of suggested donations, which is based on like your typical rates. Otherwise, I'll see you soon for your next reading, and take good care of yourselves. Remember to take care of you.